20 July 2020, and today I decided to give you an exclusive before I go to sleep. And this exclusive is to do with Job Sikhala. And Job Sikhala is a very senior member of the MDC Alliance. He has apparently been on the run for the past few weeks before the 31st of July planned demonstrations, which didn't manage to take off. And the exclusive that I have is that Sikhala, while coming out on Zimbabwe and promising that there's going to be more demonstrations in the coming few weeks, he has actually been begging the Zimbabwe government to be allowed to go back to parliament. According to my sources, Job Sikhala has actually called some government officials, people like Ziambi, and has asked if he can be allowed to come back safely into Harare so that he can attend parliament when the time comes for him to attend parliament. I think parliament is currently closed, if I'm not mistaken. So my concern about this situation is that there's this narrative that is being put out there that there's going to be some demonstrations, there's going to be a border closure in working with EFF and all that. And I think this is just unfair to promise people that there's going to be action when there's going to be none. The truth is that these guys, they are just desperate to get back to their homes. They are desperate to go on with their lives. So Chamisa and his team at the MDC Alliance, they need to re-strategize. They need to come up with a coherent strategy on how to move forward from where we are now. And it's clearly not demonstrations, because they just do not have the capacity to launch any demonstrations in Zimbabwe. They don't have the ability to get the right number of people on the street. And it's not right to keep telling people that we're going to have a demo, and the demo does not come out. So my suggestion is, if the demonstration route does not work, then Chamisa must provide leadership and say to the guys, we're not going to be doing demonstration, we're going to be engaging. And he must come out and say that in public. There's nothing wrong with taking the strategy of engaging. So the kind of talk that we have right now of threatening ZANU-PF with demonstrations which don't materialize is not helping. It's just making these guys look like paper tigers. And they need to come to the level where they're supposed to be and talk to the people, their followers, and say, this is what we've decided to do. We've decided to talk to ZANU-PF. And that is a strategy. There's nothing wrong with a strategy like that of negotiating and engaging with ZANU-PF. And also, if I look at the media in Zimbabwe, there is a problem of media activism, where a media house keeps pushing a narrative, and that narrative ends up being difficult for people to withdraw from. So if a political party becomes too close to a certain media house, it becomes difficult for them to withdraw, as the media house keeps pushing and pushing, and they end up doing things that they really don't want to do. So there is also a need to look at the impact of media activism in Zimbabwe. We are just at a point where we're being sold some magic here, and it's not coming out the way it's supposed to be. And I'm not a supporter of what is happening right now, where people are always on edge, police are always on the road, and people think that the demonstration is coming, and yet it's not. It's not a normal environment. It's very disruptive for other people. And other people want to have their life go on, and they keep being chased from town, and yet the demonstration does not materialize. And the people who are saying there's going to be a demonstration, they know for a fact that there's none coming. And so it's very, very sad. So what would I do if I was people in government, if I was Ziambi, if I was Kazembe? I would just come out Why don't these guys come out and say, if you are running away and you're in the bush, we're not going to arrest you. Come out of your hiding and let's go on with life. Let these guys talk about the demonstration. Nothing's coming. And you can see for a fact that from 31st of July up till today, nothing's coming. EFF, they're not going to be able to close the border with Zimbabwe. They could not even do a proper demonstration at the Zimbabwe embassy here in Johannesburg. So you are not looking at EFF to solve the problems in Zimbabwe, and it will not happen. EFF is not going to remove Mnangagwa. So the problem that we have now is people are not being honest. They are just talking, and they're not talking in a coherent manner. They're talking their fantasies. They keep talking about things that they want to happen, but which they know they can't do. And this is where we need a proper coherent strategy and a communication from the MDC leadership, the MDC Alliance leadership, to say, this is the direction that we've decided to take. Are we taking the route of demonstrations or not? Because people are getting arrested. And they get arrested because they think there's going to be a demonstration. Ngari Vume is in jail, Opoichingono is in jail over the 31st of July demonstrations. And it's not right to keep on making these statements about demonstrations when we know that it won't happen. Which is why I'm saying there needs to be a proper strategy from the MDC leadership, which is communicated to the members, which is not coming from different uncoordinated places. People like Job Sikhala, they need to be brought back into line. If that is what needs to be done, they need to be told, come back, follow what the party has to say. Don't do your own thing. Don't start your own demonstration. Don't start to hyping up people when you're actually not going to be doing a demonstration. So this is all I wanted to say. That's my exclusive. Job Sikhala begging government officials to be allowed to go back safely to Zimbabwe to resume his parliamentary duties, and yet talking tough in places like Zimai. Right. Thank you very much for watching. If you're watching this on WhatsApp, send it to as many people as possible. If you're watching this on YouTube and Facebook, please like, comment, and share.